Amendment 23 extends participation in presidential elections to citizens living in the nation's capital, ensuring representation while preserving the constitutional structure of the states. Amendment 23. Presidential electors for Washington, D.C. simplified. Ratified in 1961. Added to the Constitution of the United States. What the amendment says, plain language. Washington, D.C. is allowed to participate in presidential elections. The district receives a number of electoral votes equal to what it would have if it were a state, but no more than the least populous state. Back in index pointing right, this allows D.C. residents to vote for president and vice president. How it works? D.C. is not a state. It does not get senators or representatives in Congress. It does receive electors in the Electoral College for presidential elections only. Why Amendment 23 was added? Citizens living in Washington, D.C., pay federal taxes, serve in the military, are subject to federal laws. Before this amendment, they had no voice in choosing the president. Back-end index pointing right, the amendment addressed presidential voting without changing statehood. What Amendment 23 does? Grants D.C. electoral votes, allows D.C. residents to vote for president and vice president, sets a clear limit on the number of electors, preserves the federal district's unique status. What Amendment 23 does not do? It does not make Washington, D.C. a state. It does not give D.C. voting members of Congress. It does not affect state representation. It does not alter the Electoral College system. In one sentence, Amendment 23 gives Washington, D.C. limited participation in presidential elections by granting electoral votes without making it a state or changing congressional representation.